Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So I've just received some information that I'm going to be charged by West Midlands Counter-Terrorism Unit. Now, I wanted to inform the Sadh Sangat about this and give you a little bit of background regarding these false allegations they're putting on us. A brief rundown from last year, September the 18th, there was five raids on 5 Sikh homes by the Counter-Terrorism Unit. They seized a lot of property from the homes of those Sikh activists. One of them was me. They've took my passport off me. They, on them 5 activists, were very vocal on the Juggi campaign. Now, they linked this to extremist activity in India, and they're saying that these raids were because of diplomatic pressure put on by India to UK. From these raids, there was campaigns like the Juggi campaign, the Sikh Youth UK project. A lot of material from those campaigns and projects was seized from the properties at that time of the raids. What came after that was the banning of the police at a protest where there was countless Sikh organisations, Jathebandis, media, other our organisations and campaigns like the Justice for 21 and others all attended this protest because it was outside the Conservative Party convention. And what happened there, all the Sikh organisations put a public ban in on West Midlands Police in Sikh Gurdwara, in Sikh spaces, until they clarify why they did these raids and why they bow down to pressure from India. Now, these protests, they went over countless months, and the first one was Bandi Shore, where West Midlands Police were evacuated out of Gurdwara outside West Midlands by the activists. I was heavily involved in that at the forefront. You can see videos online where me confronting some of the West Midlands Police. Also at Vaisakhi, Sandwell Nagar Kirtan, and at Derby Nagar Kirtans, they were their stalls were shut down and they were kicked out the Gurdwara. And at Leicester, also where they had a recruitment drive ready for the local Sangat, and they were also kicked out of then. So on the forefront of these bans, I've been very, very vocal and trying to stand by that protest, what happened, and what the points were from that protest and the banning of the police. I was heavily involved at the forefront of those. After the protest, they've seized bank accounts, they've took countless funds off us, and they've even shut down and took hold of our hotline number where we were supporting families, victims, survivors on there. So we were speaking, and they've made sure that they've shut down that line. On the 3rd of July now, 2019 now, so all of this was going back from 2018, we've got to 2019 July now, and on the 3rd of July, they've come and raided my home again. They've arrested me and a female relative, and what they've done is this was an orchestrated attack because they arrested us about 6 o'clock in the morning, and by 9 a.m, before any interview on the government official websites and all the national media, they had put some allegations out in the media regarding some fraud or charitable donations which are being misused, which they're which are false allegations on us before there's any interview done. So this was an orchestrated attack to vilify me within the Sikh community. So the current situation is they've took about a year since the initial raids, and what they've come up with some bogus claims now, and they're trying to say that we're funding some sort of militancy in Punjab. These are attempts just to defame me and Sikh Youth UK and our Sevadars and all the countless work that we're doing. So on Saturday the 6th of July, straight after I've been released, we've got together and we've called all the Jathebandiya together, the Gurdwara Prabandhaks, Sikh organisations and key members that are really influential in the Sikh community. They've all attended this meeting, and in front of them, we've put up in front of them all of the Sikh Youth accounts over the last 6 years and what's come in expenditure and what's gone out. So everyone who was there, who attended, and this was an open meeting, whoever attended, you could see countless statements that have been received by us and welcomed by us, and we've put out online for you to see how they've supported us straight after these arrests. So you can see how the Sadh Sangat, once they saw what the financial accounts were of Sikh Youth UK, they fully supported us, and we really appreciate that. So you may ask the question, why me? And I believe this is a witch hunt against me because, one, I was at the forefront of these protests, putting it on the police. Why they are in our Gurdwara, why they're trying to recruit more people when they haven't answered the Sangat, they haven't answered the Panth, why they raided us and why they bowed down to diplomatic pressure from India. Secondly, all the run-ins that we had at Vaisakhi Mille with them and whatnot. And we've even found out to the extent that there's been Sikh police officers who have said clearly, these are influential police officers in positions of power, who have said Sikh Youth UK and Deepa Singh will feel the raft of the law real soon. So we knew this was coming. We said this before and we're saying it again. We knew this was coming. These fabricated charges are coming, and we're not going to sit tight and let everyone just put on, just like they did last time, put an orchestrated attack online and a hate and smear campaign against us. We're not going to let that happen. We're going to answer the Sangat as we're going along and keep you updated of what's going on with this case day to day. So these are the same police Sikh officers that said all these things about us behind closed doors, and we've confronted them full on and head on. And now these are the same officers that are tipping off the Charities Commission and going to the Charities Commission and trying to tell them that Sikh Youth UK are doing this and that. How can Charity Commission impose anything on us to say we can't do prachar on Khalistan or any Shahidi smugglers, which they've done before? How can they say anything to us? Because we're not a registered charity. We never have been. The seva of Sikh Youth UK is going to continue no matter how many governments, police officials, charity commissions, whoever you are going to try and stop us. Nobody's going to stop the prachar. It's going to continue. The seva is going to continue. We are answerable to the Sadh Sangat, and if anyone in the Sadh Sangat wants any clarification on any finances, obviously this is a legal case now, so if anyone wants to see anything or ask me in person, they're more than welcome to. I can answer, I can show you however you want, whatever you want, and you will see how much seva has gone in and how much effort has gone in, and how these are false allegations being put upon us with this orchestrated agenda. Just to wrap up the end of this video, because I'm one of those who speak out, this is why they're vilifying me. Many people get vilified because they speak out, because they stand up against injustices. We're trying to do the same, and me included. I've stood up against the human rights atrocities in Punjab and in across the world. I'm standing up for victims of grooming, families who have suffered, and because we're doing this, we are targeted. And now, with the blessings of Waheguru and Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, when this goes to court, the Khalsa will always be victorious. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I have come in Maharaj's Hazuri, and I can categorically say and declare that any allegations or any charges put upon on me by the police, by West Midlands Counter-Terrorism Unit, any charity commission, I can say and categorically say in Maharaj Hazuri that I have not misused any funds of Sikh Youth UK or any of the Panth's money. Everything that has come in has been used on Sikhi projects and on seva towards any of the projects that Sikh Youth UK do. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.